Among the other action on the night, you've got a Lawrence team that got its first win of the season last week by 1 at Riverside. They took on Wade Hampton and trying to knock them off and get back-to-back wins for the first time this year. Generals get the early lead on the QB keep. Later on, big defensive play right there. Javaye Suber. Zamar Jones off to the races coming out of the backfield, and Lawrence turns back Wade Hampton, making it 12 straight wins going all the way back to the mid-80s, 23-13. Lawrence at now 2-1 in the region and 2-7 overall. Eastside and Riverside had themselves a battle. Neighbors get together. It was homecoming at Riverside. 14-6 Warriors at home with the lead. Look at that grab, Mikel Skinner from Jacob Ruff. You want to see it again? Sure you do. You might see it later in the show too. Anyway, Peyton Schrader on the next possession for Eastside with his team down 21-6, throws it to the wrong guy on senior night. Robbie Robertson made it 28-6. Then Ruff, trying to extend the play, is hit by Quaydod. Caden Workman picks it up for Eastside. Owen Downs eventually takes him down. That drive, though, stopped near the goal line because Jack Merriman, right place, right time off the deflection. Another interception for the Warriors defense. Calvin Banks later got a touchdown to pull his team a little bit closer before the half, but Riverside gets a third straight win of the series after they lost 6 in a row to Eastside, 41-20. Region 1-2A, Blacksburg and Chesney, and also Abbeville and Landrum among the battles on the night. And an early turnover forced by the Landrum Cardinals. However, Carson Norman and Abbeville coming back strong. Into the end zone he goes. Panthers make it 38 straight wins in region play and their 110th victory since the start of 2015. They cruise in shutout style, getting the win at Landrum. Also in the region, we told you Blacksburg and Chesney on homecoming on the Eagles' home field, and KJ Proctor looking good. Boy, he throws a nice ball right here. Going upstairs for Caleb Blanton. Runs right under it into the end zone. 7-zip Eagles on the Wildcats. Chesney trying to get to 5-3 and 2-1 in region play. Proctor then capitalizing on good field position off the turnover, the touchdown, and Chesney cruising on to the victory. They even up the all-time series 36 apiece with one tie against their neighbors from just down Highway 11. 96 trying for a 7-1 start over their first year, under their first-year head coach Matthew Bennett, and the connection Braden Mitchell. Really good quarterback to Jabarian Dunlap, made it 21-17 in the second quarter at Liberty. Logan Smith later for the Red Devils. Gives them a 24-21 lead. What a nice play that is. Liberty among the most improved teams in the area over the past couple of seasons. Mitchell then for 96 to Evan Adams, and 96 gets the win. Hard-fought battle. They eventually pull away to a decisive victory. They go to 3-0 in the region with Abbeville still ahead. Region 1-1A, Christchurch and Dixie going at it. Christchurch trying to stay in first place with Southside Christian. Tucker Hendricks going to find Jude Hall. Cavaliers make it 11 out of 12 against the Hornets. They roll to another decisive win in region play, 48-7. McCormick and Southside Christian played last night. Paul Coben and company going to work early. Zach Brewster going to get to the pylon, and Southside Christian makes it 9 straight wins against the Chiefs by a final count of 40-14. Elsewhere, Calhoun Falls Charter low-scoring game. They pull it out at Ware Shoals 8-6. Western North Carolina 1A, 2A Mountain Foothills Conference. Chase and Polk County. This was a tight one in the early stages, late first quarter. Zach Frazier going to break several tackles for a nice gain for the Trojans. And then sets up Zion Murray in the second quarter with a touchdown. Chase goes ahead 14-7. That's a big one getting into the end zone for the Trojans. Later on, Lawson Carter picked by Zion Edgerton. Chase scored on the next drive and rolls on to a 70-26 win. That's 3 straight in the series. North Henderson and East Henderson in 3A Mountain 7. This was all Vikings. Third quarter, they're up 13-zip on the Eagles' home field into the end zone. Mason Gasperson made it 20-zip. Next drive, East Henderson's Lex Burns has it picked by Jonathan Cosley. It sets up another Gasperson touchdown, and the Vikings rule on the Eagles' turf, 34-0. Other action, East Rutherford and RS Central. That's how it turned out. Cavs by 5 on the road.